Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more Mitchell and Webb. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Really appreciate you guys recommending this. This was recommended maybe a couple weeks ago. Finally getting around to it. Also guys, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. If not, don't. It's all good. Give me a like, dislike, comment below, whatever you want to do. It all helps. I greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump into it, folks. We'll talk about it more in the end.
Hello. What's this then? Cheap old food?
That's right. Cheap old food. £2 all you can carry, or 60p for a bucketful.
Oh, that is very reasonable.
Yeah, it's cheap.
It's very cheap. I mean, it's all fine, this food. It's all proper.
Oh, yeah, it's real food. It's proper food. I mean, it is old, but that's partly why it's cheap.
Why else is it cheap?
Well, it's not refrigerated or anything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just in a pile in a car park, as you can see.
Is that a chicken?
Well, it's some kind of bird. To be honest, I've been puzzling over that. I'm not 100% whether that was part of the original consignment of cheap old food, or whether it's just a bird that's gone and died there over the course of the day.
Right.
I mean, in a way, it's splitting hairs, because everything's food in nature. Maybe it was looking for some food, on its last legs, finally found a pile of cheap old food, and then ironically died before eating any.
So it might not be that fresh.
Oh, no, it's fresh, because I'm sure it wasn't there yesterday. It's barely cold. But then again, if it's died of natural causes, it's not always a good idea to eat it, apparently.
Yes, I've heard that.
So as you go round with your bucket, might be as well to steer clear of it and anything near it, or that has touched it at all, or that smells of it at all.
OK, but it is safe. I mean, we're not going to get food poisoning.
Really? Oh, that's good.
Of course not, darling, because you're not allowed to just sell a pile of unsafe food in a car park.
Right.
Well, it is a bargain then, so what do we do?
What, just literally take a bucket and help yourself. As you can see, there's sprouts, bacon, Special K, turmeric, assorted meat parts, chewits, wagon wheels, mustard, peas, Fanta, a fish, and cheese straws, banana milk, ice cream, some biscuits, and a lamb.
Smashing. Well, let's get cracking.
Quick question. You haven't got kids, have you?
No.
Good, because I'd feel bad.
And you better start talking soon, Harper, or I swear to you, I will throw you to the wolves!
I'm really sorry. That was horrible. Sorry, mate. I don't know what it is. I've just been really snappy lately.
That's okay.
Thanks, Harper.
Inspector, it's the Chief Constable on the phone. Something about an email you sent him?
Oh, I know what that will be. Saber's draft, Saber's draft. I'll see you in a minute, mate. I mean, I'll see you in a minute.
And so my accountant made it plain that if we didn't want to pay a heap of tax, then we had to get out. And so we looked at Monaco and the Cayman Islands, but the most fiscally efficient solution was to come here. The past.
Andrew and Margaret Merrill are one of the first couples to spot the tax benefits of relocating themselves to before the invention of income tax. Their income tax bills alone have fallen by as much as 100%.
When you are incredibly rich in the 21st century, the Inland Revenue literally tries to tax you more than poor people. And so it gave me quite a buzz to pop myself and the wifey in the time machine, press the buttons, and escape the clutches of the taxman forever.
Can I ask how you made so much money in the first place?
I am the inventor of a time machine.
So stupid.
How do you feel about the move, Margaret?
Of course, one misses certain things about one's own time. My friends, my hairdresser, my entire cultural frame of reference, and my home, of course.
One final question then. Isn't one of the privileges of wealth that you can live where you want to rather than just where you can afford to? So given you both prefer to be in present-day England, why didn't you simply pay the extra tax and stay there?
I think that's an unbelievably good question, don't you?
And maybe if I'd invented a time machine that went backwards and forwards in time, I'd be rich enough to take that attitude.
Well, it's until we get any other leads, sir. It's the best we can do.
The best you can do?
I need evidence, not leads.
I know, sir, but I'm not in a...
Listen, love, I don't know what your problem is, whether you've got PMT or something, but this happens to be a police... I cannot believe I said that. I'm so sorry, Karen.
Well, sir, it was a bit offensive, actually.
I know. I'm so sorry. I've just been really snappy lately.
Yeah, well, there's no reason to make sexist remarks.
Shut it, bitch! Who the hell do you think you... I'm so sorry. There I go again. I mean, I never used to be like this. I mean, this isn't the me you know, is it, Karen?
No, sir?
Bless you, Karen. People are so kind. Where the hell's my lunch? Hello, it's television again. Well, we've made some changes in response to viewer feedback. Apparently, the profile shooting style looked absolutely mental, so we've changed that. Also, we've decided to have bits, rather than just hours and hours of us talking about the ins and outs of the process. So from now on, when there's going to be a different bit, someone will say, "And now time for another bit of the endlessness," and lead the applause so. And now time for another bit of the endlessness.
So, Mr. Winkleman, tell us about this rather splendid vase that we're both looking at.
The vibration. The vibration. I can't stand it.
It's all right, Mr. Winkleman, it's quite normal. It's just the thermonuclear radion machine that we use to generate the television. It's quite safe. Although, a rather amusing side effect is that all of our real hair fell out in the first 48 hours. So, you were saying, the vase.
Yes. Well, it's a family heirloom, which I think dates from 1760s.
Well, that's fascinating. And I'd just like to point out to viewers that it's only through the new magic of television that they can actually see us looking at this vase and describing it to them.
Yes, it's really very exciting.
We did receive a letter from a viewer. I don't know why he wrote. He only had to shout. After all, we can hear you, we think. We did receive a letter asking why we didn't actually point the camera at the vase in such a way as it would appear on the television picture. You'll have to forgive us for getting a little bit technical for a moment there. Well, it's a lovely idea, and who knows, maybe one day, but I'm afraid, for the moment, the camera is far too heavy to move round and point at the vase.
Have you got hot balls, too?
So that was decent, man. Sometimes you'll watch deleted scenes, you're like, all right, I get why they removed that. That really wasn't that funny. But some of these are actually pretty decent, man. I have to say, the trash one, on and off, I think if they would have shortened it a little bit, it would have been much funnier. Like, because some of it just felt like a joke that extended out a bit too long, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was still funny. The time travel one was funny as well. The cop one, it wasn't funny until he was talking to the girl. That's when it was funny, when he was like being disrespectful to her. Whether you want to say so or not, I think most people don't like paying a lot of taxes. And any way you can save on taxes, you're going to try to do so. That's with anything when it comes to money. You're going to try to save as much money for yourself as possible. So when you start getting taxed really, really high, of course you're going to try to avoid it. So that was funny. I'm going back in time just to avoid taxation. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this. And that is all for this one. So hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.